I hope you're ready for some fall inspiration. Hey, it's Becca. Welcome to my channel where today I'm taking you on a field trip. It's been a minute since we ventured out. I think we went to Walmart for spring decor. We didn't go anywhere for summer decor. So how about we go to Hobby Lobby for fall decor? I'm excited to see all they've gotten in this year. And I know it's only August 2nd, but hear me out. Have you noticed that stores are putting out their seasonal merchandise earlier and earlier every year, which means on the flip side that it disappears faster and faster. So I like to go sooner than later so I can plot and plan and maybe pick up an item or two before they're all gone. So like I said, we'll go to Hobby Lobby, and depending on how many people are there, I don't want to get in anybody's way. We'll do some styling and see what we see, and hopefully you'll pick up an idea or two along the way. All right, let's just go see what we see. And as soon as I open the front door, I know it's going to be all things fall. How about we start in my favorite aisle, the aisle of picks, and I'm just going to slowly pan up and down so you can take it all in. Now I'm going to show you a few of my favorites. I have 5 million of these. They're just so pretty with the little cream berries. I really like the pomegranate as well. And then of course we've got the white pumpkins, 2 different sizes and stems, great price points. And if you want to mix it up, adding some color, I love these picks. They had lots of different leaf options, whether you wanted a more muted or a waxier look. And of course, one with lots of traditional fall colors. I really like the traditional orange pumpkins, great stem. Again, if you want to mix it up, add in some other pieces, these are really pretty, as are the more colorful pomegranate picks. And if you love sunflowers, they have 2 colors to choose from, that really pretty yellow and this beautiful cranberry color. And then turning around, you'll see lots of wreaths, different styles and colors from more bright to more muted. The price point was a little up there, even with the 40% off, which did help, but let's pretend this is a very basic wreath. We can dress it up with the picks that I just shared with you so that you can create a more expensive look minus that price tag. So for example, I could add a few of these really pretty white pumpkin picks for just a tad bit of contrast. See how pretty that is? Or if you just wanted the plain white pumpkins with the pretty stems, I like these as well. Or you could go with the traditional orange pumpkin so that it all just kind of blends in together for a more cohesive look. Or if you wanted to have some fun, you could get these really glittery pumpkin picks and the bedazzled stems. I think that would be fun on your front door. Same goes for the garland. Again, beautiful selection. I love this one, but $70, once again, a little pricey. This one was better, $37.99. Again, 40% off of that. But I found this one for $10.99. So what if we take this one? Here I've stretched it out just so you can get a better idea of what it looks like. It's just the plain leaves, which is really pretty. However, I could bump it up a notch by just adding in, once again, a few of the picks that I just shared with you. Now turning the corner from the larger wreaths and garland, they had quite a few of the smaller wreaths to choose from. And actually, I love this size much better because they're a little more versatile. No surprise, this is one of my favorites. As is this one. I have a few of them. I love that it has the pears on there. And I don't remember this one from last year, but I love those muted tones. Now let's pretend the shopping cart is a chair. I love layering the wreaths on the back of them. Or what if we added a beautiful ceramic pumpkin right in the middle of that wreath for an embellishment? Or this glass one, you could even add a candle right down into that pumpkin. Now let's talk ribbon. I know a lot of you love to embellish your garland or wreaths with them. So let me show you a few of my favorite pairings. I love mixing a solid with a pattern and then a check or a plaid. So this is a beautiful pairing. Love that rusty red ribbon. Or you could go more of a traditional burnt orange with the leaf and the plaid. Or if you just like using two ribbons, this is a beautiful pairing. And if you want to add in some green, I like how that solid green brings out the green in the stems of the pumpkin and in the plaid. This is the aisle where I found that beautiful ceramic pumpkin I shared a few moments ago. I went a little too fast, but it is $32.99. Love that wheat design and how you can add a candle inside of it. I bought a few of these last year at different sizes. They're so pretty, especially when the light hits them. And this gold hammered look is really nice. Again, a few different sizes. I could just see a couple of these lanterns on a front porch or a console table. Love the embellishments. Now let's take a look at all of their beautiful dinnerware. Once again, I'll pan slowly so you can take it all in. They had lots of chargers and placemats to choose from. A couple of my favorites. I like that muted gold charger. I believe it was either $1 or $2.99. That pumpkin plate, and how about a pumpkin soup tureen? I love the ruffled placemat and that really pretty plate with the pattern right in the middle. These are more like a pleather charger, and how adorable is that deer plate? I love the traditional colors in the placemat and how cute are the foxes. So many napkins and table runners to choose from. Most of the napkins were $13.99, and the runners were ranging somewhere from $14.99 to $22.99. Like that one is $22.99. I love the pattern in the middle. Then you've got your traditional plaid for $17.99. Love the colors. And then I really like this natural, earthy, burlappy one with that added texture. And it's always fun to layer your runners when you can. Another fun addition for your tablescape would be any one of these beautiful pumpkins. They had them in every shape, size, and color. This one almost felt like paper mache. Love the sparkle. And I really like the stem and that flatter look to this one. Had them in a couple of different sizes. And I really like the curly stem on the ones to the left. And of course, they brought back their bags of pumpkins, which are always fun to, once again, add to your tablescape, mantle, a hurricane, console, bookcase, etc. Let's play for a second. This beautiful dough bowl, $36.99, 40% off, would be gorgeous on a console or the center of your table. And what if we took some of those pics I shared earlier and plopped one of those beautiful pumpkins on top, maybe some fairy lights? Or you could even take that lantern I shared, add the pumpkin pics, again with the fairy lights. I think that would be really pretty. Turning to the right, they had some really adorable kitchen gadgets, we'll call them. I picked up a few of these last year and just placed them in a little creamer by our fall coffee station. And how adorable are all of the little spatulas and spoons. They have the smaller size and the larger. They'd be really cute right by your cooktop. And if you have like a peg rack or hooks in your kitchen, you could hang any of these. That would be fun. Or one or many of their adorable dish towels. You could even lay one over your sink. And the prices range from $6.99 to $12.99, again with 40% off. As far as artwork, they were in the middle of stocking that, so there wasn't a huge selection when I was there, but what I did see is really pretty. Whether you want that blue, green, and white canvas, or the more traditional colors. I really like the shape of this one, but my favorite is this adorable church. Okay, last stop is the floral department. As you can see, so many to choose from. Let me show you a few of my favorites. I love the color of this bunch. I had these on our front porch either last year or the year before. Beautiful colors. These might be new. I could see these in a really pretty tall vase, or this stem. Gorgeous colors. I'm so happy they have my favorite pick now in a long stem version. And every house needs some of these as part of their fall decor. And I might have to go back and snag a few of this beautiful branch. Now, if you need something that's drapey, these are perfect. I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. And while this one looks a little sparse on its own, if you grouped a few of them in a vase, I think they would be really pretty. Now let's play for a second. See how beautiful these are if you just tucked a few into each other. Perfect on your mantle. You could even add lights, or go grab a few of those picks I shared with you, tuck them in here and there, and you've just bumped it up a notch. And see how this branch just drapes beautifully? Imagine if you had those going all across your mantle. And how pretty would the stems I shared with you earlier be in a gorgeous blue and white vase? This one's on clearance for $25.99. And one last thing, I just wanted to show you what the faux ferns look like in a pot. So pretty on your front porch. Well, my friends, that ends our little field trip. I hope you enjoyed it and spotted an item or idea or two that you want to incorporate into your fall decor this year. I also hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.